Hi everyone, my name's Zach and I'm the New York City Coding and Tech Tutor. And this is the third video in a video series showing you how to make iOS, Android, and web apps using only Ionic and React. So in the last video, we talked about setting up the environment and installing Git. So you should have already installed Git. And once Git is installed, then the next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make a GitHub account. So GitHub is basically software that's built on top of Git, and it allows you to do version control really easily because it comes with software, and you don't have to rely on version control through the command line, which is sort of the way you used to have to always do it all the time. You can download their software. So if you don't have an account on Git, on GitHub, you need to sign up for one. Once you've signed up for a GitHub account, you need to then search for GitHub Desktop. Okay. GitHub Desktop is the application that you're going to use to interact with your GitHub account for the most part. So you download it for Windows or you download it for Mac and you install it. Okay, once you have installed GitHub Desktop, you're going to log in to GitHub Desktop, and then you're going to eventually go here, or you're going to go here, and you're going to hit Add Local Repository, and you're going to choose the repository that you recently made, or I should say the folder that you recently made for your Ionic app. So we called it My App 2. So I'm going to select that folder and I'm going to add it as a repository. Okay, a repository basically means a place on the internet where you're going to, or on GitHub, where you're going to save all of the most important files for your project, all of the files that you make yourself. So anything that you code, anything that you change, like knowingly, that's going to be saved on your repository. What won't be saved on your repository when it's published, which I haven't published yet, what won't be saved on your repository are things like the node modules that you can see there are just like hundreds of them. And what's great about that is that we can install these node modules later on any computer that other computer that we want to work on, without having to upload all of these hundreds of node modules to the repository and then downloading them all from the repository, which, because there are so many and because they consist of so many small little files, actually takes a very long time, even on a fast internet connection. So once you have added it, you've told GitHub Desktop about the repository, your local repository on your computer, it's that you're then going to publish it by pushing here. And basically you don't need to change anything at all here. Keep your code private so people won't see it. And you're going to publish the repository. Now then, it's already telling me that I made a change that it doesn't know about. I'm not 100% sure. I did make this change. I'm not 100% sure why it wants me to already sort of tell GitHub Desktop about this change before I even published it, but I can do that. So I just want to make sure that that my repository online knows about all of the current state of my app. So I'm just going to type first update here, and I'm going to commit that, meaning I'm going to push this button here, and that's just going to make sure that tell it that I want to put it up on the repository, and then I'm going to have to push here to like kind of finish the push to the repository. And now my repository is totally, I see zero, it says 0 changes here, no local changes. What this tells me is that everything that is on my local computer matches what is on the repository. So I'm totally synced up right now. We're going to be coming back and just making sure that we're syncing just by clicking a couple buttons here on Google Desktop. We'll always make sure that our repository online is up to date and synced with whatever we're doing on the computer that we're working on. And if I go to the actual GitHub website and I look, I can see if I can actually find my repository by looking at the list of repositories. And you can see here, it uploaded some stuff, but it didn't upload everything. It uploaded the stuff, only the most important stuff that I would need if I were to go to another computer or have someone else work on this project. All right, so that's it. And that's all I have to say about version control for now. And we are getting closer and closer to actually starting the coding. So see you in the next video.